Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. And we're reviewing the movie No Escape Room. This is from 2018. There is a movie called Escape Room, and I think they've got a sequel coming out maybe next year. This one is very similar to that kind of setup where if you have been to any of the escape rooms, you would know what I'm talking about. I have been to an escape room myself with some people at the office, and it was kind of fun. But we had very limited. I mean, it was like the things that they had were kind of minimalistic. Here it was. I mean, the escape rooms that I've seen in these kind of movies are pretty awesome. So this is a low budget, and I believe it's a Canadian movie, a very low budget movie. But I think the escape rooms were actually pretty good. And the storyline tagline kind of says when an escape room attraction turns from a fun bonding experience between a dad and his daughter turns into a dangerous paranormal experience. They must try and flee from an angry spirit. The movie is very confusing, guys. It is not that great. The movie stars. The other problem about this movie is also the dad and daughter factor. The girl is supposed to be around maybe 16 or something. I think she's probably 20, and the dad looks way too young to be her dad. Mark Ghanime, who I've seen in a serial called in a television series called Helix, which was I believe Ronald DeMore's venture after the Battlestar Galactica reboot series. So he's a Canadian actor, I believe, and yeah, he's a Canadian actor, and Ghanime is 48. Well, technically, I believe she could be his daughter, but he doesn't look old enough to be the daughter of a 16-year-old. He is trying, but the fact is, you could probably maybe if they had looked into him being playing another role and having a more fatherly figure character in that, the dynamic would actually be a little bit more believable. Basically, they're on a trip. Mother's divorced, and when the car breaks down, they're going to spend a few hours before the car gets fixed. So while they're at this, it's a very small town. So while they're at this coffee shop slash diner, they ask the waitress, what is there, what's there to actually do in this place, and she tells them about this escape room. They go, and there are a couple of other people. So like I mentioned, it is a Canadian film, although it says countries united, but mostly it's Canadian actors. A couple of other familiar faces for me. One is Hamza Haq, who is in a television series called Transplant, where he plays a Syrian doctor who's moved to Toronto. Jerry Ross is the actress who plays the daughter of Mark Ghanime's character. She plays Karen, he plays Michael. Hamza Haq plays Tyler. And you've got Catherine Davis, who plays Melanie. Hamza Haq's kind of like, I think, fiance or girlfriend in the movie. And you've got Dennis Andres as Andrew and Brianna Barnes as Josie. The movie is very confusing, guys. I mean, towards the end of it, I was really wondering what the heck was actually going on. Is it this? So there's a lot of, when these people get separated, there's a lot of things that seem to be paranormal or supernatural. So it's not just they are in this escape room and it's very difficult to actually get out, but there is no proper explanation as to what's happening. There is this figure that comes, a dead body here and there, a character, and I think most of them are supposed to be ghosts and all that stuff. So it isn't very good, to be honest. Unlike the movie Escape Room, which I felt was much more cohesive and a lot more excitement. So would I recommend this movie? Yeah, if you kind of like, you've got nothing else to do. It's a short film. I think it's around, how long is the movie? I don't remember. It's an hour and 25 minutes. So pretty short movie, to be honest. At the end of it, they end up. There's also a time travel element in between. That's all I'm going to say. If I talk more about the plot, you might actually get. I'm giving most of the things away. So there is a little bit of a time travel element in it. That's what I explained. They end up at the diner towards the end, the dad and daughter. uh, and you don't really know what happened, and then they try to leave, and then it's like they're still in an escape room kind of situation with the car being. That's what I could actually get. So you know, it was very confusing, to be honest. So I think the ambition was way over here, the execution was somewhere over here. um, I did like the set and all that things, but they should have and probably in the hands of a better experienced um, director and producers, it may have been done much better. But that's all I'm going to say about this movie. What would I give it a rating? On IMDb, it's got a 5.1 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 because, like I said, did kill time. And it was on a day, I actually watched it a while back. It was on a day that I was actually feeling very tired, and I didn't want to sleep, but at the same time I wanted to do something. So I put this movie on, knowing that even if I did fall asleep, I wasn't going to miss too much about it. I didn't end up falling asleep, but I was on my phone quite a bit because the movie wasn't entertaining enough. And yeah, so No Escape Room, 6 out of 10. Thank you. Good night.